currently, IT experts around the globe, they said that Kaspersky is actually the leader industry and we are not catching up. We are leading the industry in terms of where it goes, how it develops. And I think that David's presentation today will just show you how we see our mission, how we see what we actually do apart from selling a nice products, and what part of a job is actually hidden from a lot of people that are not aware of what is happening in the markets. So as I said, we were extremely successful, and the major 4 pillars of our success was our vision, our brand, our partners, and our technologies. Talking about our channels and talking about our channel partners, we operate more than 100 countries, and you know that due to political situation in emerging markets, we serve more than 112 to 114 countries, depending on the current political situation in the region, because some countries are appearing, some countries are disappearing, but it's true. We have more than 500 direct partners, and this number is a little bit tricky. It's only 10,000 indirect partners, but actually we've calculated that in emerging markets, the partners who are doing regular sales on a daily basis is a number of 14,381 partners, and this was the result of our authorization program that we run in the last year. So this is the number of partners that is actually selling Kaspersky products. What is Kaspersky? Most likely people will answer that they know this brand, at least they know this brand, and they trust this brand. So we are working on this and working in a very different ways. So we are the title sponsor for Ferrari team. And actually, it's not just about putting a logo on the car and making people just see it when the car is going on the circuit. It's just about that these 2 companies is sharing the same vision and the same approach to the market, because both these 2 vendors are making their utmost to make people safe, be different, to innovate, and definitely be fast. Because anti-malware industry is the most fastest industry in IT sector. I think that's very close to sometimes to FMCG in terms of how we sell boxes, and it's very fast in terms of reaction time that we need to provide in terms to secure our customers and our partners. Just a few words about our vision, as I said, because every company should have a vision. What we see currently now happening is that a lot of different segments that were living separately for a long time period are now converging into one single spot. So we see that the mobile platforms and cloud computing and consumerization is becoming the 3 major trends in the IT security and IT business in general for the coming years. So what cloud computing actually means and how it's all connected. A lot of people talk about cloud right now, so not all of them understand what cloud means. But what it means for us is that people are not anymore focused on protecting their PCs anymore. People are focused on protecting their digital identity that is stored somewhere over the web. And I think some of you might also have friends their digital identity of which costs more than they cost in the regular life. For example, the famous bloggers, some people who is actively operating in the social networks, they earn money there, and their digital identity is much more expensive, and they are much more valuable than their personality as it is. So what is happening is that people stopped storing their data on their regular machines. They immediately take a photo and upload it to the Facebook. They communicate through the Facebook, and the threat that is coming is not about losing the pictures anymore. It's about protecting these pictures from misuse and protecting your passwords and access to the data that you have online. So this all will rule the IT industry and security industry in the coming years, and I think that you will see this change much more faster that anyone can do. Just a small exercise, if you just allow me to do it. So you are sitting row to row, so can I ask all of you to turn to your neighbor just for 1 second? Okay, can you just on 1.2 say what is your name? Just turn to your neighbor and tell your name. It's a very simple exercise. Okay, done it? Okay, turn to your neighbor and say what city are you coming from? Okay, turn to your neighbor and say what kind of a car, if you have one, are you driving? Okay, and now turn to your neighbor and say on 1, 2, 3, what is the color of underwear that they are currently wearing? Some people scream pink from the backyards on the presentation, but this is just a joke. But what I'm trying to say is that on the Facebook there was an anti-cancer campaign that was called "What is the color of your bra?" And more than a couple of million of people within 1 day has posted what is the color of underwear that they're wearing that day. I'm saying that the threat of disclosing information online is much, much bigger than the threat of disclosing information privately. Because when you look at the person's eyes, you certainly, as a grown-up person, have a certain limit where you disclose your private information and what kind of information you never disclose to your neighbor. But online, people tend to make a lot of mistakes, and our job as a company to protect people from making possible mistakes, from revealing the information that can be done and the information that is available over the internet. Looking into the future, part of our vision is that we try to be local.